Hello, my name is Chris and I will review the 2021 Mazda 3 GT Sport all-wheel drive turbo. I have driven a few variants of Mazda 3 since the redesign, and I look at how manufacturers make their smaller, less expensive cars. It often gives you clues as to whether their bigger cars will be any good. Sport for Mazda means hatchback. I will look at the exterior, interior, engine, and give you my thoughts on the road and explain to you why it could be the best in class. Let me know which compact you like the most in the comments, especially longtime subscribers. I'm curious. The exterior of this hatchback has a truly unique design. It looks like nothing else on the road. I love looking at this car, especially the rear three quarters. Mazda's design expression and boldness is on display on this sport version, especially when combined with this pastel gray paint and black mags. Stunning. In this top GT trim, standard are 18-inch wheels, Bose sound system, leather seats, 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine, manual transmission, and navigation. From there, you can option up with a 6-speed automatic transmission, all-wheel drive, premium package, and turbo engine. The trunk is good, and folding down the seats gives you serious transportation options. Bigger objects will be a breeze to carry, way more practical than the sedan. Sitting behind myself, I fit, but there's not much more room, so Mazda 3 Sport has an average rear seat. In the front, there is okay space, but Mazda once again is not known for making spacious interiors. However, its high-level design and craftsmanship overwhelm you and make you forget these flaws. The infotainment interface kills me. I just don't understand Mazda owners that tell me they like the infotainment interface. The seats are of decent comfort and the leather quality is very good for the category. The steering wheel is therapeutic for my hands. The Bose sound system plays well, especially when listening to podcasts. It reproduces clear voices. Like the sedan, this interior feels like $45,000 and this vehicle costs slightly more than $40,000 with tax in. The engine makes an impression. The turbo gives you only an extra 41 horsepower, but over 100 pounds of torque, and it is present between 2,000 and 5,000 RPM. This makes the car feel really assertive. The G vectoring ensures smooth steering feedback in curves and over rough roads, reducing driving strain. This is not a Mazda Speed. 3 Sport has a semi-independent rear suspension. It is not meant to be driven at 100%, rather 80% of its capacity. This engine is a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder turbo that makes 227 horsepower and 310 pounds of torque, and this engine is available only with a 6-speed automatic and all-wheel drive. Fuel economy is 10.1 liters in the city and 7.5 liters on the highway. It's a top safety pick plus. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers driving the 2021 Mazda 3 GT Turbo Sport all-wheel drive. Mazda has to do something about that. So I've reviewed these before. I'm reviewing it again because, first of all, it's always good to get back into a car after you've tried rivals, and also Mazda does very well on this channel, so I start over from scratch. I explain everything anew. For subscribers, it may seem repetitive, but that's just the way it's going to be. So what to say about this vehicle? I love the paint on the outside. I love the paint color. I love the design quality. I think it looks very unique for a hatchback. It's very creative, especially the rear three quarters. No one quite does it like that, and it really grows on me. When I'm walking up to my car after, for example, I finish work or I come out of somebody's house, I find the car looks really special. When you get up close, the build quality, high level, very high level. You can tell no panel gaps. Everything finishes flush, and it's just high level. That's just all there is to it. Also, I love these black mags. I find they complement the car very well. Mazda is just an exterior design company. I mean, they've been busting our balls with their Kudo design language. Well, let me tell you, it's working. It looks phenomenal. And what does Kudo design mean? It just means the softening of the lines instead of using harsh cut lines to really accentuate reflections when the curves are hitting the light in a certain way. So good job on that level. On the inside, what's it like? Well, it's incredible. It's an expensive car, but it feels expensive on the interior. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this steering wheel. I love this steering wheel. It's therapeutic for my hands when I grip the 10 and 2 o'clock position. It almost promotes safety. I'm always grabbing my steering wheel with 2 hands. It's so soft and easy to hold. This satin metal finish here inside the steering wheel, incredible, high level. It really feels sporty. Here, this door, well designed, this chrome finish of the handle, which kind of merges into the Bose grill here of the door speaker. It's really high level. You see this on $60,000, $70,000 cars, and you also see it in the Mazda 3. Here, this nice red, it's not that bright red, but it's a wine red here with a soft leathery type material on the dash. I'm telling you, when you get into your car at night and you're driving in the city, you see like dark hues of red on your dash with the screen, with the lights coming from the street lights. It looks good day and night. So you feel good about your purchase walking up to your car. You feel good about your purchase driving your car. Climate control, minimalist, easy enough to use. This giant transmission well does cut into legroom, but it looks very good. You've got this iDrive-like feature to interface with this very complicated infotainment. I would take this iDrive interface and take it and throw it out the window. I hate it. I hate the interface. However, I must temper that because every single Mazda owner, and there are a plethora of those in the province of Quebec, Mazda's so popular here, they love their iDrive infotainment. I can't get used to it. Ross told me he doesn't like it, and that's just the way it's going to be. Thank God you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. These seats are, I would say, reasonably comfortable, with the exception of this leg bolstering, which kind of bothers me a bit, but it's not a deal breaker. Also, the leather quality is very good. The leather color is very nice. This leather is like this wine red. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And also, you can also get, depending on which color you choose or which version you choose, whether it's a sedan, I can't remember, you can also get a white interior. Which one of its rivals offers that type of color breakup in terms of the interior? It's always these monochrome blacks or grays. Really high level Mazda. You feel your money, and you feel your money so much that when you combine with this assertive powertrain, which does 310 pounds of torque, I don't know why somebody would get the German 2 Series or the German A3. I mean, keep your money and buy this vehicle. In fact, I would have to say that my personal favorite in the category would probably be the Mazda 3 with the GT front-wheel drive, automatic, with the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine. If I'm buying in the category, that's the one I'm buying. It's my new #1, in fact. And Mazda just wins you over, right? They're so good that they make you overlook their flaws, and that's kind of like a sign of a great company which creates desirability. I've already been the owner of a BMW despite some of its flaws, but because it's so beautiful and so awesome that I bought it anyway, right? I couldn't help myself. And this is kind of like how I feel Mazda's reaching that level. And well, good for them, great company. Also, a few other things, a few other intangibles, is that the reliability of Mazda seems to be on the up. It's got this 6-speed automatic transmission. It may not be the most sophisticated unit, but it's been around forever. There's no problems, and it goes well enough. It downshifts fast enough when I'm passing. This engine, it may not be the most sophisticated. There is a bit of turbo lag, but when it gets in its power band, it just pushes you forward with a lot of authority. And the low horsepower and high torque means it really performs well under 140 kilometers an hour, which is where the fun is. And in fact, with the semi-independent rear suspension, I find this car, you get the best performance out of it when you're doing 80%. When you're doing 80% of what it can do, that's where it's strong. So that's my experience with this vehicle this week. I have no problems recommending it as a best in class. However, I would say that there's a caveat here. I mean, if you're getting a Corolla, you're still awesome. If you're getting a Honda Civic, it's old, but it's still very good. The new one's coming out, by the way. If you get a Kia Forte, fine. And those are the 3 models that spring to mind in terms of like the best of the rest. That could be, you could probably make the argument that they're better and that they're your best, and that's fine. Certainly shop around in this category, and that is the review. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click on the notifications, or go on Instagram, follow my Instagram page at Christopher Car Reviews, and I post pictures of the cars that are going to come, and that way you get a heads up that way. And that is the review.